All right, I am live now, finally. Why?
I'm trying to send a distress signal. Stop talking about doctors.
Yeah, because I'm not talking about doctors, but I am streaming now. And yes, JPs, you might have been first in the chat, but Picard Season 3 is meh. Seriously, I had to resist at times from fast forwarding through the show because it was boring me. It was boring me. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. Anyway, it is February 16th. It is Thursday. It is a cold one out. And yeah, I'm waiting on the snow to move in. It's snowing across the river. Maybe we'll get this big snow to where I can go out in the T-Rex suit. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know, JPs. There's some people on Twitter I've been reading. They kind of like this first episode so far. So you might not hear complete people bitching, whining, and complaining. Just personally, for me, it was boring. And that's that. For me, it was meh. I interrupted watching Stargate Atlantis to watch the first episode, and good morning, Yvette. And then I was reading on Twitter that Orville Nation got his Twitter suspended. Nobody knows why. Has no clue. I can't imagine anything that Orville Nation could have done. Got suspended on Twitter. He's like one of the most mild mannered guys I know that doesn't say anything offensive. So I have no idea. Now I can already see. I don't know if I want to go into any spoilers of the episode though, because I don't know how many people have watched it already or not. But there are certain things that's already over the top obvious. I just don't know. Have no clue. If it wasn't the middle of the night, I'd text PJ and ask him why and what the hell Twitter's reasoning was for suspending him. But middle of the night, I don't want to bug him in case he's sleeping. So so I don't know. I don't even know why I started streaming so early. I know nobody's awake at this point except JP's and Yvette. And well, stop burning the toast. It wouldn't smell like burnt toast over there, JP's, if you didn't burn it. Oh, and also, um, I still keep getting views on that damn tweet I put out 2 days ago. Past 7,000 views now. And all but, well, let's see, Clock, Jawoodle, Kane, Cap, and Genosis all responded to me about wanting to do that tribute raid Fortnite. And apparently tonight, They're doing a stream there on Neebs Gaming's, and NB Geek is here,
Uh,
and
What
we
the-
can really tell how he feels by his little tagline.
hey, what do you want me to say? It still sucks.
I just thought it was meh.
That's about what I would say too. Meh, which means it sucks.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as saying it sucks compares to the the other seasons or the other series, like Discovery and that.
Okay, if we're comparing it
It's
to
well, yeah, I have to compare it with everything new that's coming out right now with Star Trek. So that's why I won't say it sucks. It's just meh.
the irony is I still can't stand all the darkness and mutedness, and I'm like, damn, and I'm the guy who lives in darkness most of the
I
time.
know that's the part that bugs the hell out of me. They're on the freaking bridge of the Titan, and it's
Yeah.
freaking dark as hell there. It's like, come on. Why
I
do
don't
they have to? Why do they have to have every damn Star Trek show? Their bridge has to be like it's nighttime.
I don't know, man. They've been kind of doing that. Have you noticed since Generations? I mean, go look at the Enterprise D on Generations and notice it. The first thing I noticed was, why does it look darker?
It's is in the chat now.
Hey, it's a. So, what the hell did PJ get suspended for?
I have no idea. I haven't found out yet. All I know is his Twitter page is suspended. Everywhere I tried to look, I haven't got information on it, and I can't think of anything that he would do to get suspended because he's like the most mild-mannered guy in the world that tries not to offend anybody.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Star Wars theory. In the sense they try to stay, in the sense they both try to stay neutral.
So I can't possibly, and I'm not gonna text message him or anything and ask him what they said because it's fucking early morning.
Yeah, no shit, man. Oh.
So I'm not gonna be one of them assholes that sends messages in the middle of the night when somebody's trying to sleep.
Man, I woke up this morning. I had like 100 notifications. I'm like, oh God, did I get suspended for something? It's like,
Maybe
no,
you did.
apparently I didn't because it was just a lot of conversation going back and forth. I'm like, okay, seems I either start shit or I'm a shit starter. I don't even try, and I still end up doing that.
Well, I constantly say shit on Twitter that probably should get me suspended at times, but yet I haven't gotten nailed yet.
What the hell could PJ have been suspended for?
I
That blows my
cannot
mind.
I cannot think of a damn thing. Unless he's spamming too many people's streams or something.
I don't know. No wonder I've been
I
getting
don't know.
information on this guy. Oh, damn it. I was actually following Tim Pool and still had no fucking clue who he was. So I'm like, oh, that's why he keeps popping up in my feed. Okay, let me unfollow his ass.
Well, that's not going to help you anyway. If you've got anybody that's friends that follow him, that make any kind of comment on something, it's going to pop up on your damn feed.
Oh, I know, but at least I'll mitigate that part. I can't get rid of everybody here who's probably linked to him. That's probably a good chunk of people here. Oh, man. I haven't thought about him in a while. What's Hatster been up to?
I don't know. I only found out about the Orville Nation thing because I seen Maria had tweeted something out to Twitter.
That's so weird.
Then I went to PJ's page and yeah, it says suspended.
That's just weird. I don't know, man. They started this Picard episode out, I mean, right off the fucking bat with a shootout with Beverly and everything. And I'm just kind of like, okay, here we go.
I was trying to avoid spoilers.
Well, what do you want me to do?
I don't know. Because if I was going to... Well, fuck it. Because anybody... I don't know. Nobody's going to listen to us anyway. But I'm thinking there towards the end when we find out who that dude is with Beverly. We already knew who the fuck he was as soon as he started speaking. It's going to obviously be her and Picard's kid.
Yeah, I mean, I was
which makes no sense because an accent doesn't just appear because you're the kid of somebody. An accent is where you've been brought up.
Well, yeah, no shit. I mean, I've lived in so many places in America. My accent, if I'm down in the South, it'll get thicker. If I go to the, when I'm in the Midwest, like, I'm here now, my Midwest part comes out a lot more. And if I go over to freaking California or something, I lose most of it eventually. Thankfully, I never developed a Valley accent. Oh my God.
Which is also kind of a ripoff from POS.
Yeah.
Because Kirk had a son that he didn't know about.
No, he knew about Marcus.
Oh no, he didn't know about Marcus right away.
He said, "Is that Marcus?"
If you watch earlier, he's surprised.
Yes, but I still took it as he knew he had a son, but she said she wanted him to be in his life, not his. In her life, not his. So, anyway, but yeah, that whole thing right there, I was like, as soon as I saw her close the door, I'm like thinking, oh God, why do I got a feeling I know where this is going?
I suspected, but as soon as I heard him speak, I knew that's right where they were going with it.
I know. It was just very predictable. So she's been gone 20 fucking years. Great.
Over 20 years.
Yeah.
Over 20 years, she hasn't talked to any of them.
I'll tell you what. The biggest thing that was annoying the shit out of me is, okay, I'm not a CGI hater, but damn it, why does it look like the CGI is getting worse with each season? It's like, couldn't you guys have done something cheaper by just making models?
Actually, I think nowadays the models are more expensive than CGI.
Yeah, well, they looked a hell of a lot better. Oh, I thought the Eagle Moss toys was kind of stupid.
I do agree with the one section in there, though. Nobody wants the fucking fat Enterprise.
Well, that I did find hilarious.
I found that one funny.
Yeah, but I'm looking right at them. But I'm looking right at them, and I'm like, those are fucking Eagle Moss.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I own enough of these fucking things. I know what they look like.
I wouldn't want a D either. It's like, fuck it. My Eagle Mosses are all either A's or NX's.
Well, I had all of them,
Enterprise.
but I got to get a few. I had all of them, but I got to get a few of them replaced after my Enterprise incident where something fell on my fucking Eagle Moss. And unfortunately fell right over the Enterprises.
The Enterprise incident. Way to go. Mention the episode.
Yeah, well, it's what I would call it when you lose half your Enterprises. Seemed like a good term to use. I don't know what to think of this first episode. It just...
I do. I had to fight myself at a couple of different points from fast forwarding because I was getting that bored.
Yeah, I was too. Oh, I was too. I would hit that thing and I would be like, can I just hit the 30-second button? Because I don't feel like I'll miss anything.
No, I didn't either. And the captain of the Titans just basically a complete arrogant asshole that makes Jericho look like a nice guy. I'll say that
Yeah,
too.
he's just obviously meant to be a total asshole.
I mean, he's got a first officer that's former Borg, but when he gets in with the dinner, he does nothing but denigrate anybody about being
Well,
Borg.
first thing I'm like, you're eating when you've invited an admiral and another captain to your quarters.
Yeah,
And
already
you
eating.
don't, and he already is eating and he doesn't stand up when an admiral shows up. I'm just like, okay, you are already flat out telling me this guy has no respect for them. And
Yes,
then
Kronos. Nobody cares about what I do here. And it's early in the morning.
also, he really doesn't like Riker.
He doesn't like anybody, it seems.
Yeah.
I did find it funny though how this captain kept slamming them about all the ships they've blown up, crashed, got tore apart.
Well, it did happen. It did happen, but yeah, I don't know. This guy wouldn't even been. This guy, I don't know, would have been like a kid, maybe even an infant when these guys were cruising the galaxy. It was kind of like I'm almost waiting for one of them to be like, I was out here saving the galaxy when your ass was in diapers.
Well, either that or he was a cadet.
Yeah, either or.
Because I would place him probably mid 40s, maybe 50. That's where I'd place this guy, age wise.
So the Titan gets a refit and they gave it an A rating. I'm like, okay.
Well, if you paid really close attention, they tried to say it was a constitutional style.
Yeah, Neo Constitution class.
Which didn't really look that much like a constitution because it was too smooshed.
Yeah. I heard them say Neo Constitution. I'm like, what? Well, the only time I ever heard Neo is usually tied to another word that I don't want to say.
And I've seen better constitution type ships on the games that they at least look like a constitution class.
Which one, the original or the refit?
The refit. There's some game that you can see people doing streams with on YouTube that claim it's a newer style constitution, a refit of a refit.
Still doesn't make a lot of sense, though, to refit it, give it a different class, okay, but to give it an A when it's not even the next in line, this seems rather strange. Especially considering the only other starship we've ever seen get the letter treatment was the Enterprise.
Well, until later series, then they started giving everybody letters.
Not that I recall.
I think there when they went to the future Discovery, they were giving letters to all kinds of them.
Oh, well, yeah. And how much do you think I pay attention to Discovery? Oh, brother.
Granted, I didn't hate what the Titan looked like. I just didn't like him trying to say it was a refit of a constitution. No, it's just no. And of course, it's got the JJ's, the cells, and all that crap. And
Yeah. Not exactly a very. I mean, it was an okay looking ship, but I don't know, man. It just seemed like they had so much brightness going on in certain places in space that you really couldn't see any of the ships very well. It's like they're purposely trying to make sure you couldn't see them very well.
I think that's because they're doing cheap set designs and they keep it low lit on purpose so you can't see how shoddy it is.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Oh man, I'm sorry. I just missed the days when it was all models.
We can already tell, though, by the end of the series, we're going to see the Enterprise F.
Okay, what they do?
They'll do that. They'll put the Enterprise F out there by the end of this series.
Well, then they show it in the trailer or something. So yeah, I'm sure the Enterprise F will show up eventually.
And I think they're finally going to kill off Picard by the end of the series.
I don't know.
Which this made no sense in the show either, because he's talking about how he's got stiff hands and everything else. He's a freaking android.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have stiff hands or anything.
I'm still trying to figure out how they're going to get lore in this.
Kronos thinks I'm wrong about killing off Picard, but I don't think so.
Well, they've already done it. They've already done it.
Yeah, but they gave too many hints in this first episode that it sounds like he's going to be kaput after this. Because especially when he was sitting there at the beginning of the episode and his little Vulcan or his Romulan love said meet her at the bar after he was done, they kind of foreshadowed there that he's not going to
foreshadow. Doesn't that kind of foreshadow an episode where he was supposed to meet a woman at the cafe back in TNG and he chickened out on that one?
Well, yeah, but I think this is it's foreshadowing that he's not gonna show up because he's dead.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely believe that. Seven will become captain of the Enterprise F. Yeah, I could see that.
I think it'll also be. I also thought it was kind of funny to have LaForge's daughter on the helm, calling her.
Ah, man, didn't that kind of feel like almost a throwback to
Alder Crash?
Oh, actually, I was gonna say Star Trek 6.
No, it's kind of a
or not Star Trek 6 Generations.
It's also kind of a throwback to the first season of Next Generation because Geordi started out.
Yeah, at the yep. He started out there. That is true. So was that the LeVar Burton's real daughter? This one, or
I think so.
Yeah,
I think both of them end up in this series at some point. The first one, they're on the bridge, and I think the other one will show up here soon.
Yeah, but one of them's his real daughter. I mean, his real life.
I think both of them are.
I thought only one of them was, but
I think he's got two of them. I think he's got two of them that are in this series.
All right, so we've seen Riker, we've seen Picard. We know we're going to see Crusher in the next one. So
well, we saw Crusher in the first one.
Yeah, but we know they're going to interact with each other in this one. So the real question is, how are they going to trickle everybody else in?
Well, I'm sure at some point they're going to need a ship, and that's how they get a hold of Worf. He was told not to trust anybody in the Federation, so he's going to have to go with the Klingons at some point.
Well, at least the Klingons look like fucking Klingons.
Granted, though, Warp shouldn't have all the gray hair.
No, not at his age.
Hell, just remember from DS9 when you seen Koloff and Core and all them, they didn't have all that gray hair, and look how freaking old they were.
Oh yeah, they were over 100+ years old. I mean, they were from Kirk's era. I mean, that was actually kind of a fun story when I read about it. Is they actually took the attempt to get all 3 original actors to come back, and they managed to pull it off. They said they were actually shocked they were able to do that.
Chrono says Warp could have been under a lot of stress from being an ambassador. I still don't think he'd have go completely gray. I just don't think that these people actually pay attention to anything in the past.
That wouldn't surprise me at all. Oh, I do love that scene, though, in DS9. How did you get in here? I am Koloff. That is not an answer. Yes, it is. That's probably one of the best opening lines I've heard from a Klingon. That's not an answer. Yes, it is.
I think the next episode we'll end up seeing LaForge.
Yeah, I could see that.
And here is Orville Nation. Orville, if you want to explain how the hell shit happened or what happened, pop up here. You know, the Twitter, the link is there in the chat. We're trying to figure this out. We don't know what the fuck's going on and why they would. I seriously can't see anything that you could have done to warrant a suspension.
Yeah, no kidding, PJ.
You're too much of a nice guy and level-headed. It's not like some of us that go on there just to purposely.
It's not like you or me who, it's like if we say, or especially me, it's like I got suspended off Twitter. It's like, yeah, what'd you do this time?
We don't understand this shit.
Yeah, that one throws me for a loop. It's like when that one guy was attacking Star Wars Theory. It's like, really? You're going after probably one of the nicest guys?
Absolutely makes no sense to me. None whatsoever.
Yeah, it makes about as much sense as this first episode of Picard.
Let's see. Orville says, at first I thought it had to do with me calling out Mystery Science Theater for going after its fans. That still doesn't warrant it.
Yeah, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Because we go after people all the time.
And we say some pretty mean things.
Yeah, I'll say. I say some mean things, and I haven't got a suspension, so I can't see that happening. And I know you didn't go after Eliza Blue, so that can't be it.
Oh, is that still a thing now?
Yeah, I think that's still a thing.
Oh, God. I just sit there and constantly see that shit and finally have to ask somebody. I was like, who the fuck is this person? It's like, I swear to God, some people pop in and it's like, yeah, I'm waiting for them to say, do you know who I am? It's like, no, I don't.
Kronos, I can be mean when I want to be. Usually only ends up me getting blocked by people, though.
What? You think it's because of a GIF in a private message?
A ninja gift in a private message. The hell? That still doesn't make sense either.
Oh, JP's, why don't I ask her who she is? Honestly, I didn't give a shit. It wasn't until I kept constantly see that and the Tim Pool stuff popping up. I'm like, okay, what the fuck?
I mean, honestly, if you're using GIFs that you can get off of Twitter itself, they shouldn't be suspending you for it.
Yeah, that.
So that doesn't make sense either.
Yeah,
If
a
the gift,
private DM.
if the gift is allowed on Twitter because you clicked a little button, then that means that they shouldn't be able to suspend you for that. Okay, Kronos wants to see my mean face. Okay, Kronos, here's your mean face.
Jesus Christ!
There you go.
Huh.
Yeah, admit it, it's just a publicity stunt. Yeah, PJ's so powerful, he just asked Twitter to suspend him temporarily. So for this, come on. Oh fuck!
I just saw your tweet here, Deej.
Which one?
The one about Picard season 3 being masked so far.
Nope.
I don't know. Maybe because those guys saw it. Those few people who got the 6-episode screening, maybe they binged a few episodes at a time.
Well, you are welcome, Orville. That's what we're here for, supporting each other in the community.
And then pissing the other half off. Oh, wait, that's just me.
Yeah, that's you.
Everybody's got to have a hobby. Oh, man.
I'm still cracking up. I have over 7,000 views on a tweet I put out a couple of days ago. I'm still laughing at that one.
Jeez.
Oh shit, I know what I forgot to do. Damn it! I gotta change something real quick. Forgot to do it. It's the first day I forgot when I started to stream. There we go. Gotta put it in subscriber mode. Keeps the bots out of here and keeps things from running away. There we go.
Oh, God.
Orville, season 1 and season 2 may affect the perception of season 3, but I gave it an honest watch just a little while ago. And honestly, it was meant. There was parts that I just wanted to fast forward because I found it being too boring.
Yeah. And I mean, I think that's one of the biggest problems is we're used to Star Trek being intellectual that actually gets you engaged in there. But here I was doing the same thing. I was like, can I just hit the 30-second fast forward button here? I mean, really, I just didn't feel like there was a lot gained out of this. I mean, okay, I get it. If you jump straight to here from Nemesis, say you skip, seasons 1 and 2, okay, you're really so far not missing anything. I mean, it's not unreasonable because we're looking at a massive time jump for things to be this different. I'm totally fine with that.
And yes, Orville, that's part of it. The whole Rafe thing, that whole section I just wanted to bypass because I really don't give a shit about the character Rafe.
Oh yeah, same boat here. I did not give a damn at all.
That whole section didn't even seem to fit in with this show.
I'm sure there'll be some tie-in later, but it's like all of a sudden, she's got her side. I mean, that was the B plot, and we're all kind of looking at it like, okay, this is boring. We get to the end, it's kind of like, okay, how's this going to tie into the rest of the show? This is what I hate about serialized shit like this.
They got her acting like she's on drugs again for a while at the beginning of it. It just that was part of the main parts that I just wanted to fast forward to because I just don't give a shit about that character. The character is just boring to me and cringe.
And it seems pretty clear that not a lot of people like the captain of the Titan.
Well, no, he makes Jericho look like a cool guy.
Hey, Jericho at least Jericho was at least right.
Yeah, but he was still kind of an asshole, but
Yes,
not
he was an
compared to
asshole,
this.
but he was an
And
asshole.
not compared to this captain. This captain is just a complete total ass. Oh,
Yeah.
time private.
Yeah, but Jericho at least was going within the parameters of his mission and knew what it was going to take. He was an ass, but he was also very smart and very good at what he did and knew what needed to be done, which was
And
just.
yes, Orville, I agree with you. In the future, you would think that if somebody had an addiction, they could give them some kind of a shot or something and it would wipe it right out.
Yeah, you would think so. You would think by now they'd have one of those. What do they give those people who go to like ODs?
DTs.
Yeah. You got to figure they'd have something. Oh, actually, Orville Nations is interesting you bring that up because I'm actually watching the 12 Monkeys. I'm actually on season 1, episode 9. I actually find it interesting. Although I'm a little confused on how it's going to go 4 full seasons, but we'll see.
Actually, I can't wait to hear Bird's reaction to Picard season 3. That should be funny.
Do you think so?
I think we'll at least get one son of a bitch out of him.
I'm waiting on Critical Drinker. I don't know if he's going to do a first episode or do a series of them.
All right, PJ, I know you're full of it there because I've heard you attempt to try to sing and you're no doomcock.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting trick for you to pull off, PJ. Oh, man.
I heard you tried to sing Happy Birthday once. There's no way you're doomcock. Can't fool me on that one. I'm not doomcock either, Time Prophet.
Yeah, none of us are.
Good morning, Richie. Welcome to your nightmare. Deej is streaming.
Jesus Christ, man. Everybody's up this time of the morning. What's wrong with all you people?
This is about the time when everybody slowly starts to wake up or Kronos is slowly winding down.
Well, PJ's in Spain, right? Still?
I think he's in New York right now.
Well, that's even worse. Ugh. You'd be safer in Spain.
Richie Poole. We could have Richie cast.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what. It's going to be interesting to see what some of the people pop up about. What people pop up and say about this episode of Picard.
Yeah, I've been paying attention. Orville's in New York.
Okay, cool.
We may have to send PJ over to calm Berg down after he watches Picard.
Orville, I thought it was Puerto Ricans in New York. Don't they speak Portuguese?
That's Portugal and Brazil. Brazil, they speak Portuguese too.
Oh, I said Puerto Rican. God damn it. This is how fucking tired I am.
Then go to bed.
I'm thinking about it.
I'm just waiting for the snow to start.
You're getting snow? I don't think we are at all.
Well, it looks like I'm going to get some thunderstorms first before it cools off enough for snow.
Yeah, we're not getting any snow, but We're supposed to get rain all. Oh, fuck me. We're going to get heavy thunderstorms all fucking day.
Well, yeah, that's what's right below me right now. All the snow right now is kind of over all of Iowa and right along the Mississippi River. And I did see meteorologist Katie is at home resting now. I did see that on Twitter this morning when I got up and started checking things. So at least she's home.
Oh, that's good.
Well, Richie, I'm waiting for her to get a decent snow to be able to make a snow video. So far, all I've ever got was like maybe an inch coming down. That ain't good enough to make a snow video. I need a blizzard. They're talking maybe 3 to 5 inches today, so if it hits, I can make one. And hello, Captain Fandom. Kronos said New York is the hive of scum and villainy. No, sad Dino can't shovel water, Kronos. Here, actually, I will be nice and I will call up a radar view. What everything looks like around my area right now.
Oh, for the love of God. So the U.S. Senate unanimously approved the Sunshine Protection Act bill, but the House has not voted on it, and the president has, of course, can't sign it into law. Well, for God's sake, come on, this is an easy bill to pass.
Okay, so here we go. We got this. And we go in, and all the heavy rain there, straight. Gonna go over into Indiana. And then we look over here. Nebraska, Iowa has all the snow. I, of course, am right here. There's nothing, but there is some freezing rain down south of me. And then all the heavy snow is just across the river. So,
Ooh. Damn.
if I put it on Futurecast, by 11 o'clock, I should be still in the freezing rain section of it, not in the snow.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
The snow is just off to the west of me. I'm still in that freezing rain. Bye. It's nothing but freezing rain for me. So I won't even see any snow until this afternoon.
We're just looking at cold ass rain. Actually, not even that cold.
Yes, Ohio has acid rain now. For some reason they decide to burn off toxic chemicals. I love their excuse too. They got to burn it off so the tanks don't explode, sending fragments everywhere in the town. But somehow they release the pressure to drain out the chemicals to burn. That makes absolutely no sense. No sense whatsoever. If they were able to release the pressure to drain off the chemicals to burn, then why didn't they just drain it off into something and put it in something else and haul it away?
Which was cheaper.
Makes no sense. Absolutely makes no sense.
We're not looking at getting any. We're not really looking at getting any snow.
But that also reminds me that it is time to look at what national day it is, and it's National Almond Day.
Oh,
Unless you got a nut allergy, then you don't want to have National Almond Day. Let's see what else is here. Do a grouch a favor day. Hey, that's right. I'm a grouch, people, so do a favor for me today. Do a favor for a grouch. Fat Thursday. Well, we fit into that one, NB. We're fat.
Oh, yeah.
We can handle Fat Thursday. It's the feast of Saint Vartan, so he must be the reason why we're fat. Innovation Day. Kyoto Protocol. Who cares? Pack Z Day. Is that desserts made by Packlids?
No, it's around Lent.
I don't know. It's Tim Tam Day.
The fuck is that?
Tim Tams are like little biscuit treats things.
Okay, whatever.
That's I think Australian or English thing. Either one of those. I can't keep it straight. Thomas Potts. Bird does not stream on Thursday, so I can do what I want. World Anthropology Day. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this. World Colalango Cart. No, I ain't even trying to do it. Elizabeth Olsen's birthday. Hey, Elizabeth Olsen's birthday. Well, happy birthday, Elizabeth. Happy birthday. Ice-T's birthday. And that's about it. There's not much happening on today.
Well, doesn't sound like much of a loss of a day.
No, it's Thursday.
Yeah.
That's all we can say.
I'm looking forward to, when is the 20th? Yeah, I'm looking forward to Monday. That's when the contractor comes out and starts working on my room.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to next Tuesday. I can go see the cardiologist and have him yell at me.
Yeah, that's always fun, ain't it?
Yep.
Well, I've got my den's getting redone. My bathroom is getting completely redone. And my main room, the bedroom, is going to get new carpet and paint. But the biggest thing is going to be the bathroom. And then we're getting some fans installed in the ceiling. My son's getting carpet put in his room and getting a fan and some stuff fixed in there. So it's all going to cost about $7,000.
Sorry, I had to mute myself. Needed to blow my nose.
Yeah, been there, done that.
I ain't driving to the cardiologist. Trucks still don't work, Orville. I'll be pedaling on a bicycle.
Oh, ain't that fun?
Yeah.
We're too old and fat for bikes.
I know it, but it's the only way I got to get around at the moment. Probably have a heart attack while I'm pedaling out there.
Oh,
And the ambulance can pick me up.
Oh, let's hope not, man. You already had a heart attack not too long ago.
I know it. Maybe I'll have another one. The ambulance can pick me up, and I won't have.
Okay, we don't need you having a heart attack this quick. At least not another one.
Yelling is kind of good for me, though. Time Prophet. It blows. It lets me release my frustrations.
Ever notice how good sometimes? Hey, I've done plenty of times where I've just been like, went out and it's like screamed and just got pissed off and took my frustration out, came back in, felt a whole lot better. Now, my knuckles might not have been feeling so good afterwards, but hey, fair trade-off.
That's true. You're not supposed to hit things.
Oh, come on. You got to sometimes hit something.
Nah. You just end up hurting yourself.
No. Feels good when you're doing it, though.
Yeah, but you just said then your hands hurt afterwards.
Well, yeah, your hands hurt a little afterwards. I mean, I'm not talking about taking your bare fists and punching an oak tree, for God's sakes.
And 47 Yorktown is awake now. Good morning from Eastern Canada.
How's life in the Great White North, buddy?
Oh.
It's about one of the two things that I've got going for me that my health hasn't started failing on. They've checked my heart multiple times and they're like, dude, your heart is good. There is nothing.
I have them so you don't have to. There you go. That's how we look at it. I have them, so you don't have to. Oh, Memes is awake.
Well, I'm the asshole, so other people don't have to be it.
And yes, Memes, it is the start to any good survival game. Hey, everybody's up at this time of the morning.
Well, good. Tell some people to come up here, because I'm about to take off in a minute.
Oh, go ahead and go. It doesn't matter. I'll keep going for as long as I can.
All right. I'm going to
Until
try.
I get sleep.
Well, I got about an hour till my meds alarm goes off, so either I'll fall asleep and that'll wake me up, or
It's nearly 11 a.m. for Time Prophet. It's nearly 5 a.m. for me.
it's almost 6 a.m. for me. And I got another hour till the gas station opens.
And I'm sure at some point, if I go LTG, he'll wake up and pop in.
Well, it is almost 6 a.m. there.
So he's been kind of lazy lately, and he's been sleeping in.
Oh, has he?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Or he wakes up, briefly hears something going on, then goes right back to sleep. 47 Yorktown just watched Picard. He thought it was good, but he's confused.
What are you confused about?
And LTG stole Time Prophet's eyes.
I mean, Deej and I are not saying it was a terrible episode. We're just saying it was.
I'm not saying it was terrible. I'm just saying it was meh.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't good or bad. It was just meh.
Well, don't blame me, Time Prophet. I don't know. I thought the jokes about the Enterprise D were kind of silly.
Thomas Potts thought it was good.
It wasn't woke. That's not saying a whole lot these days anymore.
Well, at least so far, the first episode was.
Yeah. We'll see how this plays out.
It's kept me interested enough that I will continue to watch the series. I just hope it gets a little bit better because it really bored me at points. And yes, the last episode of Quantum Leap I seen was really woke.
Like, how woke?
It was, the whole episode had to do with trans.
Oh, God.
I mean, the entire episode. That's all it dealt with.
What did he do? Jump into a trans person?
No, he jumped into the father of a trans person that was on his basketball team that he was told not to play, but then he ended up playing. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't wasted my time with this. What's that, Time Prophet? Star Trek Picard? Honestly, I can't speak for anybody else. I'm just watching it just to get the nightmare over with. And I'm generally curious if I'm going to come out of these 10 episodes saying, okay, I was wrong. That would be nice.
I mean, this last episode I watched of Quantum Leap, the Quantum Leap episodes were all supposed to be building to why he leaped in the first place. This one had nothing to do with it. Had absolutely nothing to do with what they had done. And it even contradicted certain things because there was another character in the show that explained somebody leaping into them, and they were aware that the person was in them, which made absolutely no sense because they even screwed up the whole magic part of it. Because, as we know in the original series, when you leaped into somebody, they leaped back to the waiting room into Sam's body. But now they don't no longer do that. They're kind of pushed back to the back of the mind.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, it made absolutely no sense. And then the one character in this new Quantum Leap is Magic from the original series. The one that Sam leaped into in Vietnam.
Oh, Magic, yeah.
Well, he tried to agree that that's what happened to him when that's not what happened to him. He leaped into Sam's body back at the waiting room. But now they're trying to play it off that he was actually in the back of his own mind watching everything like a fog. And when the guy looked into the mirror, he could see the face of who leaped into him. Made no sense at all.
Okay, let's just take everything we know about Quantum Leap canon and wipe our asses with it.
Yep, that's what they did.
Oh, it's fucking. I swear to God, I'm so sick of hearing this shit. It's like, you guys don't want LGBTQ plus A. It's like, you know what, your kid's seeing it. It's like, how am I supposed to stop my fucking kids from seeing it, even if I wanted to? It's on every fucking channel. You make it act like there's one every third person is gay and every fifth person is trans. It's like, just write good fucking stories and stop with your bullshit agenda.
Now, I will say I did enjoy Night Court this week.
What was this episode about?
I enjoyed Night Court. She was trying to find a new apartment.
Oh, yeah. Was this the one where Dan was also... Was this the one where... No, that was last episode where Dan was...
went on a date.
Yeah, that was last episode.
No, this week it was her trying to find a new apartment because one she has makes her smell real bad.
Yeah. I'm kind of wondering. Here's the one thing I'm figuring. I somehow am not buying that Abby Stone's fiance is going to show up. I have a feeling.
I don't think so either. I think by the end of the first season, he's going to dump her.
Yeah.
Or she's going to find out that he's seeing somebody else.
Yeah, something like that. Because I'm just noticing they are bringing this up, and I'm kind of like, yeah, you can kind of see the writing on the wall here. And be like, yeah, this is not going to go. This is not going to go well.
No problem, Orville. No problem. You always have our support.
Take care, Orville.
Go get some sleep. And Kronos, Dan had actually got married during the time from the old series to the new series, but then she died, and he wasn't dating anybody. And they talked him into going on a date, and the woman turned out to be a complete psycho that wanted to kill him.
Well, no, she didn't want to kill him. She just wanted to ruin his life by stealing his identity.
Well, that's basically killing.
Basically the same thing.
But then she seen how pathetic he is, so she left.
Well, you got to look at Dan from back in... I mean, you're talking about Dan from 30 fucking years ago to Dan now. I mean, I thought it was so funny when he said, there was a time I would have killed for something like this. In fact, I have. It's like, no, it was a voodoo ritual. It's like, don't worry about it. It's like, yeah, that's Dan we know.
I'm still mad there's no Mel Torme picture in her office.
I gotta admit, that is kind of a bummer. But at least we got the armadillo.
Yeah, we got the armadillo, but we need the damn Mel Torme picture.
Maybe that'll come later. But overall, the only character on there I don't really care for is the prosecutor. She's kind of just really over the top. Everybody else I'm tending to enjoy, but I do kind of I've seen the same comments come up every time I look at something that is like, hey, is Brent Spiner ever going to come back? And like, I could so see that happening.
Maybe
You know,
one day.
oh no, I'm pretty sure people have already. Actually, I think I did too. I think some people have already hit Brent up and been like Brent Spiner up and been like, "Hey man, you gonna cameo on Night Court?"
It would be funny to see him show back up.
It would be. I want to see. I really want to see Richard Mall show up.
I don't think he will, though.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying that.
He's already said he doesn't want to. He said it himself. He don't want to show up on there.
Maybe he's just moved on from that.
I think Dan's going to be the only one we see. Unless they happen to get some minor other character that showed up every once in a great while. I think Dan will be the only one we ever see.
You ever think we'll find out what happened? So here's the one question I know they have not told us yet. Who the hell is Abby's mom? I mean, I think we all kind of know who we think it is, but
we haven't found out. But I think it'll end up being Christine.
it would make sense.
Time Prop at Night Court used to be a series in the 80s comedy with comedian Harry Anderson that basically took place in a New York City courtroom in the middle of the night. It was quite funny back in the day.
Yes, it was.
But yeah, I think it might end up eventually finding out that Christine was the mother. Well, they had a court at night because people get arrested 24/7, so they had court to run people through.
Well, that's why it was called Night Court, because you had the day court and then you had the night court. It's interesting seeing Dan be the mentor type.
Well, after all these years, he finally mellowed.
Well, I guess being married all that time mellowed him out.
I kind of thought it was funny though when he first come back to be the defender and he was still trying to act like a prosecutor.
Yes, that was funny. It's like you're supposed to be the defense. You're supposed to be the defense. Ah, okay. Does a quick spin around.
Well, most courts in the U.S. do shut down at 5 p.m. too, time profit, but bigger cities have later courts.
Fortunately, who's all still alive from the original Night Court?
Well, you got
Richard Mall. You have Marsha Warfield, unless something has happened to her.
And Larroquette.
And Larroquette, and that's it. Charles Robinson, Anderson, Post. Yeah, they've all passed away.
I just seen Raquel Welch passed away yesterday.
Who's that?
Don't know who fucking Raquel Welch is.
No, the name sounds familiar.
She was in Fantastic Voyage. She was the damn cave girl in 1 Million Years BC. She was the one alien antagonist against Mork on Mork and Mindy for a few.
Oh, she was
Raquel
80.
Welch was a Raquel Welch was a big deal back in the 60s and 70s and such. Yes, Lisa Marie Presley passed away last month.
Oh, yeah, we know about that. What the hell did she pass away of?
Heart attack.
Damn, dude. Wasn't she younger than you? Or about the same age?
Same age. Actually, she was like 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
Yes, Richie Poole, that's what I say. Oh my God, who doesn't know Raquel Welch?
Well, believe it or not, I don't know every famous actor who's ever existed.
I bet you if I show you an image of her, you'll know exactly who she is.
Well, I am looking at her. I must have not seen her. I must have not seen much of her stuff.
Well, I'm taking away your nerd card if you haven't watched Fantastic Voyage.
Here we go. Now I recognize who she is. Sorry, I had to see the photo.
And I take away your nerd card because you didn't remember she was in Mork and Mindy. So, boom, nerd card revoked.
I haven't seen Mork and Mindy in 30 years.
That is true. We know why NB does not know who Raquel Welch is.
I grew up on Men. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Captain. Always coming in to start shit.
Been here for a while.
Yeah, but he's always got to start shit.
And yes, Mork and Mindy was one of the many spin-offs from Happy Days. You had Mork and Mindy, you had Laverne and Shirley, you had Joni Loves Chachi.
Sounds about right.
Mork and Mindy was the best out of all the spin-offs, so. Though it's not the show with the most spin-offs. That would go to All in the Family.
Oh, what did all spin off from that?
Fuck. All in the Family had Archie Bunker's Place. It had Gloria. It had Good Times. It had the Jeffersons. It had a bunch of others.
Let's see. Archie Bunker spinoffs.
It's Shirley that passed away. That was not that long ago when she died. There was a ton of shows that spun off from All in the Family.
Let's see. Maudie.
Maud, too. Forgot about Maud. Maud was a spin-off from it.
Good Times. I mean, yeah, the Jeffersons knew that. Archie Bunker's Place. Checking in. Gloria. 704. Is that Hauser?
Hauser.
Yeah. Now, there's a few listed there. Jeez Louise. 7 other spin-off series. I remember the Jeffersons very well.
Yeah, the Jeffersons was like the best spin-off from it.
It's the one definitely known the most.
George and Wheezy. I'm moving on up.
Yeah. Good times. Dynamite. Jeez Louise.
Nothing else going on. Twitter's boring today.
Oh, it'll wake up. Here we go. Don't worry, the Star Trek fighting is going to happen real soon. Oh, it's already started.
Oh, let him fight. I
Oh,
gave my honest opinion. So far, the show is just meh.
What else you gotta say? I'm not gonna say something sucks just because if it doesn't suck, I don't think it sucks. Although I can't say it's off to a great start, but hey, we'll see. Ugh. All right, man.
What?
It's about 45 minutes till I take my meds, and then I'm gonna try and
Yeah.
lay down. I'm gonna get off of here, bud.
Well, go have fun. Go
All right,
sleep.
you too. Take care.
And Kronos, I have no idea why I get bored so easy. I just do. I know, Nadratic actually thought it was a good episode. But, I just thought it was meh. I wanted to forward through all the Rafi parts because it bored the shit out of me. Eels must have lowered his expectations down. I'm sure Bird of Prey 5 will give it a thumbs up. Yosef will probably love it. Oh. Yeah, I have no idea what that means in Slovakian. I guess though, if I go look at his Facebook, I can hit the translate button and it'll tell me what. I think I should be able to figure this out. No, it's not. He didn't put it on Facebook, so I can't read it there. Son of a bitch. Okay, so I can't translate it. Sorry, folks. I tried. If I could, I would, but I can't translate it. Do not know Slovakian. Oh, it says being a comedian. Okay, so I'm out of ideas. Out of ideas. I think I may go try to sleep. Got an hour in. May go try to go back to sleep for a little while. Try to get a couple hours in. Hope the snow moves in where I can make a good video outside today. Yes, I will go away now, Kronos. I will do what you said and go away. Who knows? Maybe I'll be back later this afternoon since Bert'll have the day off unless he decides to. Oh, I guess I'm not going anywhere because Cap's here.
So what's going on, Deej?
I don't know. I was bored after I watched Picard, so. We got 47 Yorktown doing the hashtag more nukes for Yosef. He doesn't need more. He's a Bond villain that likes discovery for some reason.
Oh, God.
Other than that, I have no idea. Except Kronos wants everybody to keep me woke. I'm not woke, Kronos. Now, this is the last season of Picard, Chillmonger. Third and final season.
Thankfully.
And I still say they're going to kill him off by the 10th episode. Finally.
Hopefully.
They killed him off in the X-Men universe, so now they're going to kill him off here in the Star Trek universe. At least we can hope.
Yeah. That would be nice.
And this kid that's in this first episode will probably, like I said, turn out to be Picard's son, and he'll be the new person that goes to Starfleet or some shit. And actually, Kronos, Scarlet Witch, has always been overpowered. They haven't even in the movies gotten to how strong she's supposed to be, according to the comics.
Oh, I'm gonna wait till you decide to quit, and then I'm gonna watch Picard.
Just be prepared. You're going to have to try to fight the notion to fast forward through some spots.
Okay, I won't fast forward.
I really had to fight to fast forward through the whole Rafi sections. And have a good one, Time Prophet.
Have a good one, Time Prophet.
And Cronus says, later, all I got to wake up. See, I'm putting Cronus to sleep. That's pretty bad. Deed stream is where you come, though, if you want to fall asleep.
Well, that could be a good thing.
Oh, this should scare you. I just read the full comment from Hills versus Babyface. He said, Picard Season 3 is here, and it's the best thing New Trek has produced. Review later, but it's amazing what happens when Alex Kurtzman and Ava Goldsmith have nothing to do with Trek, and someone that actually loves the franchise takes over. Yes, I'm just as scared as you are. I think they're on drugs. Because it wasn't that amazing. It was just meh. It was meh. Not something that I would want to sit down and rewatch or anything else at this point. It was just okay.
I'll have to watch.
You're going to have to. I'm gonna be curious on what Bert thinks of it.
I am too.
I already know Salty Trucker's gonna love it. There's enough member berries scattered out throughout the whole episode that he'll love it. Plus, Riker and Picard make him look like he's younger, so he'll love that aspect of it too. I would kind of put it as it's on par with season 1 of Next Generation. And we know how meh season 1 was.
Yeah.
They even called this episode Next Generation. So they even tried to get you with that member berry. Granted, the shot with the space dock wasn't bad. I just don't like the lighting on the ships. It's too damn dark.
What's the point with that?
I have no idea. I have still not figured out on why this new Trek insists on all their bridges be dark. I don't understand. It's like they're constantly working in a dark room. The only lighting you really get are from all the consoles. Yes, Kronos. Lighting is a big issue. I want to see the damn bridge. I want to see the whole bridge. I just don't want to see it dimly lit.
Well, I can understand why with the old actors. Want to try to keep them looking as young as possible, and too much light, you expose the truth.
I mean, other parts of the ship are well lit, nicely lit. You get to the bridge, it's dark. I don't understand it.
No.
Probably has something to do with why PJ got banned on Twitter. The lighting. That's just weird. He thinks that he got banned for a gift that you can actually call up on Twitter in a private message. The fuck?
It's going to make Twitter boring.
Trying to figure out what the hell. He said it was a ninja. I don't understand. What the hell's wrong with a ninja?
I don't know.
I type it in. I'm scrolling through all the gifs that pop up for ninja, and nothing seems bad. Nothing. Richie wants Kronos banned, and Kronos blames Pool.
Mm-hmm.
And I blame the fact that I don't have donuts. I'm just
How
joking.
would you get them?
I don't need donuts. I have a cardiologist appointment next week. I got to take blood tests. I don't need those right now. They can wait until that.
You got ramen.
Yep, I got ramen. And I got coffee.
That's good.
And Kronos wants glazed. Kronos is officially Homer Simpson. Donuts. I don't have any donut gifts for you though, Kronos. Sorry. Nothing.
I grew up on
But-
men.
There you go. Grew up on men. And then you get blamed for it. Even though he said it on my stream, and I'm the one that clipped it and put it in here. It's my bad. That's right, the donut industry does owe Homer Simpson. Don't! Oh. My sleep habits are all fuckered still.
Oh, you'll get it straightened out soon enough.
Not really. I screwed it up even worse last night because I dozed off like at 2 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday. And that was after actually having a decent night's sleep. But I still dozed off again and then woke up like at 11 o'clock last night. So then I started watching Stargate Atlantis for a while. Then I remembered Picard dropped, so I watched that. Still wide awake, so then I start streaming. And it's packaged in red because it's supposed to be a McDonald's French fry packet. That's why.
Yeah.
So we all know the best fries are curly fries. I was sleeping, Richie. I actually fell asleep and didn't wake up. That's what was up with that. "47 Yorktown says, oh God, Beverly Crusher's secret son must have been born during season 2. That's why she was gone for a year." Well, at least she's got a son right now that isn't Wesley.
Oh, Lord.
At least we won't have to put up with Wesley this season. So you would think if you find out you had a brother, he would pop in at some point.
You would think. Well, maybe they can't afford it.
Kronos ignored my shows for the last 3 shows. And then says, shut up, Wesley. Shut up, Wesley. The artist formerly known as Wesley Crusher is not here. You can't tell him to shut up. Yes, ignore me, Richie Poole. Ignore me. But you know what happens when you ignore me. Get this. Try to ignore that. Or you get
Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Bounce, 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 bounce. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Bounce, 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 bounce. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Helps me forget about my cancer.
I knew that would bring 54.5 access out of the lurking areas.
Oh yeah.
Day 9 to tennis balls. And hopefully LDG was just waking up at this point for that.
That would be nice.
What a thing for him to wake up to. His favorite tennis ball song. Or to find out that it's Elizabeth Olsen's birthday.
How who
Kronos
cares?
thinks tennis balls are from Chernobyl. I don't know. You're in for something special as you watch Picard.
Special. You make it sound like a venereal disease.
Well, it's no STD, but it's not as good as some are trying to claim it is. It's just meh. It's okay, but it's nothing special. It's tolerable. I'll give it that much. It's tolerable. Especially if you love asshole captains, then you'll like it. If you love asshole captains, you'll like this episode. If you like Beverly killing people, you'll like this episode.
Oh, lovely.
It's meh. Meh. Kronos, it's meh. It's okay, but not super special. And we know that I'm not hate watching it because nobody pays attention to me anyway. So my opinions of the show don't matter. I just give it an honest review on how I feel. So I can see some people now on Twitter that didn't like the episode. I don't know. She does in this, Richie. She's a crack shot too. And now we have 47 Yorktown with the hashtag ignore Deej. That'll be probably be popping up in chats for a few days now if I show up. Somebody will be saying ignore Deej. Chrono says everyone is ignoring you, Deej. We got the hashtag there, and Chrono still doesn't understand hashtag signs unless it's in front of me too, and then it means pound me too.
Oh.
Well, it is a pound sign.
Yes.
We still have the goofy hashtag block Elon going on. but I don't really see anything else exciting happening.
Half the stuff I saw before was from Orville Nation. That's going to be strange not to see.
Oh, he'll be back at some point. I just don't understand why he got locked. Suspended from.
That's just, I'm sorry. He's the last person I expected to be locked out.
I know it. He never says anything.
No. He's one of the least offensive people I know.
And that's the weird thing. If it was in a private DM, that would really not make sense that somebody would flag him
No.
or dink him. Especially over a ninja. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm going to go back to sleep.
Okay.
Let you go watch Picard.
Okay.
Everybody have a good day. I may be back later today and do another stream since Thursday Bird usually takes off. So something I'll have to go on today and maybe I'll do it. Maybe Salty will be streaming so I can stream against him. Give somebody an alternative. I don't know. But we know what time it is.
Oh, get the hell out of here. Go on, you go on, get the hell out of here.